What's up, y'all? Sasquatch Sports Reactions. Reacting to the NFL year 2025, week 12. We got the Vikings and the Packers. Let's go.
Was how good they thought this starting five offensive line is.
Jones again, first two plays and a hole off the right side. He crashes into Packers territory on a gain of 13. First play in Green Bay territory. First drive for the Vikings. First throw, McCarthy over the middle. It's Jefferson. He's got it. First down inside the 35.
It's hard putting it in for 6.
First third down of the day. McCarthy dumps it off incomplete. It was nowhere close to Aaron Jones. Had he gotten it there was some room, it looked like. 19 out of 21 this year. Tries this one from 52.
52-yarder.
And the Vikings on their first drive will get 3 as Riker drills it with room to spare. Perfect kick.
They are really good controlling the run game with that front, forcing negative plays.
High snap, Love pulls it down on 3rd and 3 to the sideline for Watson. Coming off a 2-touchdown game against New York.
Watson.
It is 7th season as the head coach. The play caller sends us in on 2nd and 6. Love retreating, floating, Musgrave incomplete. Metellus is right there the whole way with a flag.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, one-on-one down the field.
Right.
Luke Musgrave.
Number 44, defense. Ball was placed at the spot, was found, automatic. First down.
Yeah, so I think it's a good call.
He's the best pass protecting back, and it is a pass play on 2nd down. Outside down, Tavian Wicks. First down and goal for Green Bay as Wicks crashes to the 1. Emmanuel Wilson, who got his first touchdown of the season last week. Straight ahead, got hit at the line, kept on turning and got in. Green Bay in the end zone on their first drive of the day.
Red zone opportunities, but take a look here. Cashman's unblocked. And Wilson just runs him over at the goal line. They used to tell backs, hey, sometimes at the goal line you have to be your own blocker. We're not going to get them all accounted for, and understands that. So it's a fine line between protecting a young quarterback and setting him up for failure.
Packers pass rush comes. Here's McCarthy finding Hopkinson. Isaiah McDuffie.
They're just not affecting the quarterback as much as we're used to seeing over the years.
Here's where it's like, oh my gosh, what am I even looking at if I'm Jordan Love? And they're going to come after him and get there. He throws it up for Wicks and a first down.
Very clear where their strengths are, and I like the calls today so far.
This time they show blitz and bail out to the Vikings, and Dallas Turner's going to get there for the sack.
Some coaches fall into that trap.
Mason again has a seam, and Jordan Mason has room into the clear. Tripped up, crossing the 40. 20 yards for Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason, who's their leading rusher this year, has carried a lot of the load with the injury issues for Jones. He's got a big hole again here. Jones is back in. Ham the block. Jones the cut. Tackled by Cooper. 3rd and short. Wilson. Kept on going. Boy, stacked up at the line of scrimmage and then squeezed out of there and got 11. 5 plays on this drive, all Wilson. And now play action pass. Love hits the other running back. Scrimmage and then squeezed out of there and got 11. 5 plays on this drive, all Wilson runs. And now play action pass. Love hits the other running back, Chris Brooks. Van Ginkel pushes him out. A little bit short.
Not defending a lead and just a little bit of a different play.
Wilson's back in, bounces to the outside. And with his tank reloaded, he runs for another first down. Emmanuel Wilson. He's probably going to be coming. They blitz more than any team in the NFL. You just don't know where it's going to come from. Everybody's a candidate. Love steps up and finds Romeo Dobbs. Leading receiver for the Packers this year. The Packers won it late, 3rd and 5 here. Blitz coming, picked up. Love floats it out of bounds. Incomplete and 4th down. Eric Wilson bringing the blitz and applying the pressure. And struggled in the heavy wind in New York. Chip shot right here. And he's got it to make it a 7-point game. 2 timeouts here, 2:20 to go. A toss for Aaron Jones. That hole develops and Jones scoots through it for 8. Struggling quarterback, but haven't really asked him to do much in this half. McCarthy 5 out of 8 for 37 yards. He steps up and wings one for Jefferson. He pulls it in. Just over the top of the defender.
A long field goal try at least to end the half.
Need about 5 to get into Reichard's range. McCarthy will hit the crosser. Jones will get right to the edge of that range as McDuffie brings him down at the 41.
That's a long field goal.
Long distance again, and he's got it again. Will Reichard 2 for 2 today to account for the Vikings scoring. And here the Packers trying to solidify their position at the top of a very congested NFC North at 6-3-1. Just a half game back of the Lions in the win column, and some boos from this Packers crowd. The lead, but just kind of to win the game. Whatever you got to do to finish with the most points.
Hey,
Outside Wilson again, got by Murphy, got a first down.
The faster you jump out, you force Minnesota to play a style they don't want to.
Love looks to throw. He's got room to run if he wants to. He'll take off. And Jordan Love, 1 week after he had to go to the locker room for being a little bit too bullish as the runner goes out of bounds. 3rd and long.
All right.
Love steps up over the middle, incomplete at the feet of Wicks. And the Vikings force a punt on the first drive of the second half.
Against this Vikings defense.
Willing to punt it. Price. We'll have it bounce over his head inside the 10, and it hits off and it's free. Who's got it? Oh, mistake you cannot make. What in the world was he doing?
What was he doing?
Wilson again reaches for the goal line. Packers make him pay.
He went top of him, so he went down.
Second touchdown for Emmanuel Wilson. And it's a 2-score lead for Green Bay. The Vikings have made a critical special teams error.
Was he down?
Yeah, take a look here. See Wilson. He's laying on top of Isaiah Rodgers. Number 2. Some glimpses of it in the first half.
Second half begins with a throw. That was the intention. And Micah Parsons had other plans. 9 sacks this year for Micah Parsons. See if he's got a big play in him on 3rd and long against a 4-man rush. McCarthy in trouble, shovels it off to Hockenson. Broke one tackle, but that was it. Still by Evan Williams. And the first down sack dooms the drive. 5 for 8 on 3rd down today. Top 3rd down offense in the league.
J-Lo.
Love off his back foot, floats it up for Watson, who's got a first down against 3rd and 1. Work him out of the gun. 5 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Wilson got crunched in the backfield. Eric Wilson blows it up in his return to Green Bay. A tackle for a 3-yard loss. 3rd and a mile. They line him up at linebacker here, and he just barrels his way in there. Devontae Wyatt has a sack of his own. McCarthy just got out of the end zone, but a disaster of a drive for the Vikings. Back-to-back sacks. At the 45. Love hands it off to Wilson. Spun off Van Ginkel, kept on going, and Emmanuel Wilson is ahead of the 45 with another first down. Continue to feed it. Right side of that line opens up a massive hole, and he's inside the 30. And he's over 90 yards for the day. First down from the 29. Emmanuel Wilson having a career day. Will go over 100 yards for the first time. Vikings got to get another stop here, force a field goal, keep it a 2-possession game. Wilson stopped by Jalen Redmond, who we've not had a chance to talk a ton about today. But everybody you talk to on both staffs,
keep it at 14, assuming he makes it.
3rd down play call or decision to not go for it here?
I think the whole drive was very conservative.
Parsons getting a running start from linebacker. He's picked up this time. Gary able to get there. Couldn't get it down though. Now McCarthy takes another sack. Devontae Wyatt, second of the game. For Jefferson and the Vikings and their fans across the world continue here from the 40. Love off play action. Will dump it over the top. And John Fitzpatrick crashing ahead for a first down. Out of this 3rd and 3 play with 8:20 to go. Van Ginkel to stop Wilson. Popular athletes in the world. Pretty easy to stay confident when you know you have a guy like that in your corner. Sharing his own struggles, inviting him, he said, to be vulnerable with his own. Joins Reggie White as the only guys in NFL history, double-digit sacks, 5 straight seasons to start his career. Rashawn Gary gets there this time and forces an interception. Gary got his hand on it, and Isaiah McDuffie picked it off. Just get it off. Pressure coming. Picked up. Love downfield into traffic and incomplete. Almost picked off. 3 defenders around Dontavian Wicks there.
Yeah, they got a lot of fourth quarter magic in Chicago.
Always seems to come down to the last play for Chicago. McCarthy hangs in that pocket, now runs. Block from Hawkinson. And McCarthy slammed down. McCarthy down the seam and too tall and picked off. Second interception for the Packers the last 2 drives. Evan Williams, 2nd week in a row. He's got 1. Struggling for the first time in a big way here in the NFL. Play action, they're going to let Willis throw it. He's got Musgrave. Stop by pace. Yeah, bonus coverage when this game wraps up.
His home fan base had had 2 rough home games in a row in losses to Philly and Carolina. To have a decisive division win at home is a big win for Green Bay for the rest of their season.
The defense holds the Vikings.
So we got Green Bay improving to 7-3, and the Vikings dropping to 4-7. Not good. Not good. Not good for a team that should have kept Sam Darnold, maybe. Kept Sam Darnold. But no. Good game, man. Like and subscribe. See y'all next game.